G'day everybody. I thought that I would, for you lucky punters who are in possession of one of these, or maybe have just been given one as a present, or you've just been saving up your hard-earned dollars to get one, you finally got one delivered, help you non-instruction reader types out by basically giving you a quick run through. So now, out of the box experience with a Hurom, give you a couple of tips on the cleaning, and then that way you'll be able to get the best out of your Hurom. So just open up the box first of all, and then the first thing you're going to come across is one of these, which is your warranty card. Gives you all the warranty conditions, and also if you just see in the red there, it says you must register your Hurom online within 14 days of purchase to validate the warranty. So do make sure you do that. It just keeps your house in order if anything in the unlikely event should go wrong. So that's your warranty card. You've got an instruction booklet. I would, as the importer and distributor of these machines, advise that you do familiarize yourself with these, but I know that sometimes it doesn't always happen. So that is the instruction booklet. Read it. It's got a lot of pictures in and technicalities on what to do and all the rest of it. So that's that. And then onto the interesting stuff. So you get like an egg carton sort of style thing. We're going to pull that out. First off, on the one side we have the base unit, which we're just going to put there. And then we've got a box of tricks. That's it. That's what comes in the box. So we're going to just throw that to one side and then open up. So this is pretty simple, right? So all we've got is 2 jugs, a stuffer, and a toothbrush. It's not a toothbrush really, but it looks like a toothbrush. And then we've got a top end. That's it done for that box. So, all in all, when you open up your Hurom, you should have 1 base unit, 2 collection jugs, a stuffer, a toothbrush, and the main top head unit, which has got all the magic inside. So, let's just unwrap these, and we're just going to run through an assembly, and then just little things to watch out for when you are assembling. Okay, it's pretty simple. The base unit, now you will find this is got quite a weight to it. There's a big over-engineered motor in there, which is designed to last for many years. And around the back here, you're going to see there's an on and reverse. So you switch up just for when you want to get the motor, going and juicing. Reverse is for if you ever hit a blockage and the motor will just stop if you overstuff it, especially with the harder stuff like carrots. You can just hit the reverse button, and then that's going to basically, as the word implies, it's going to go into reverse, and it's going to send the product back up the chute, unblock itself, and then you can hit forward and then carry on juicing. So that's the gubbins there. Alright, so on to... So the basic layout is that we're just going to have, and just to open up these, so in the top half you will have, is that alright Pete, like that? So you've got the auger. Now this is the super hard resin made out of GE Ultim auger. Okay, that's basically the press that sits into your screen. Now in the new Mark II version, you're only getting 1 screen. This has been slightly redesigned. It's now made out of Ultem, same material as this stuff, and is basically super reinforced, and it's got a slightly larger ejection chute than the previous model. So the auger sits in there like that, okay, and it should just fit flush and sit nice and snug, okay. The next thing that we're going to put in is it's basically like the windscreen wiper. So this component basically spins around, captures all the juice and sends it off down to the spout. So that will just sit nice and snugly in there, and then you can just see that these 2 windscreen wipers will run along these metal strips and just collect the juice when they're going around. Alright, so that's going around like that. Now the next point is you will have a red dot here. Okay, now there are 3 other dots that don't have red on them. It is a little bit tricky to see, I won't deny, but it's the red one that you're looking for. And what's going to happen is you're going to find a not so tricky to spot red dot on the outside of the drum. Now the idea is that you match up the red dot with the red dot, and off you go. Now what I normally do is that's going to lock in. I normally just put my hand over there and it just locks in. Now, so if I put it to one side and it's not, the red dots aren't matching up, you'll see that it's basically, it's not in. So if I just, you can hear it lock in there. Okay, so everything, when it's in place, should lock in and just feel nice and flush and tight, basically. Okay, and then there's some more red dot action going on. We just got to find this arrow. So this is the top of the lid. Okay, the chute. There's a little arrow on the side that needs to just point to that red dot. And when it's doing that, you then just twist it clockwise, and there you go. That's your work done. Now, as one other point, there is a little yellow silicone stopper. Now this does flummox a few people, so this is an important thing to watch. This is basically acts as a trajectory point for the chute. So this is the waste chute here. So when this is in, it's kind of like a springboard for all the pulp that's coming out, and it kind of creates pressure so that the pulp sort of gets nice and dry and sort of flings out here. Why is it removable and why is it stuck on a little screw like that? Well, basically, you want to be able to remove it sometimes because you want to just run some water on here when you're cleaning. I'm just going to quickly show you. All right, there's this hole here, so your little yellow stopper goes in there, okay, and the pulp will normally go past it. We'll take that out, and this whole area here can get a little bit full of product. So what I normally do is I'll just aim a running tap right down onto that hole there, and then the pulp, any pulp that's stuck in there, will normally just fly out. If that doesn't work, failing that, this is just coming to the cleaning part, you can just stick your end of your toothbrush into there, and then just clean it out. And then I just aim the tap down onto, with this pulled out, I'll aim the tap, a little bit of pressure down onto there, and that'll usually just clean it out. Once you've done that, don't forget to push it back in. I often do, and I've had one of these for 18 months or so. I don't often do it now, but you've just got to remind yourself to check it, because if you don't, if you leave that out and you juice, right, you're just not going to get the right pressure. And it's just a thing about the design of this, that if that yellow stopper is not there, you're going to get really sort of gooey pulp, and you're going to get a pulpy juice, and you don't want either of those two. You want a relatively pulp-free juice, and you want dry pulp coming out of there. So just juicers beware. That in when you're juicing, and then pull it out for cleaning. In for juicing, out for cleaning. In for juicing, out for cleaning. Okay, so I think I've probably said that enough times. Don't forget it, it's important. All right, so we've got a lid on there, that's there. Now, how do I get this on top of here? Well, quite simply, you just got to approach, see where our arrow is there, and just twist, it locks, and then twist. Right, so that should be perfectly in the middle there. And then nice and secure, and it's ready to go. On and off we go. So that's about all you need to know. Now, in terms of products, I guess there's just a couple of things you need to know about this. Refrigerate all of your product that you're going to put in here wherever possible, because crispy, cold product makes for a much better juice, particularly out of this machine, than if you're just going to use room temperature stuff. If you use room temperature product, you're going to get